Welcome to Whippoorwill Holler. I'm Miss Lori and this is Mr. Brown. We live in the hills of Arkansas. We love the Lord. Keepers of the old way, but accept some of the new. We love to cook and we love to eat. We love to garden. It's in our blood. It's how we stay sustainable and fill our pantry. We do a lot of canning and preserving. We live a sustainable life. We love our family. We work hard. And every once in a while, we like to dance. So y'all join us. Well, hi friends and family. I'm so glad you're back with me today. And I'm so glad you're back here in my kitchen with me. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, I'm Miss Lori, and you are here at Whippoorwill Holler Kitchen. We are homesteaders, and we love doing things the old ways, but also I incorporate the new ways too, because I tell you, when you're busy, it helps a lot. Well, we are marching into casseroles this month, and I'm going to be making a casserole today because of what I'm making. Is because of some people ask me, Miss Lori, will you do some more keto recipes? So I'm going to be doing a low-carb casserole today. But it's going to be good. Me and Danny, we try to watch our carbs through the week as much as possible. So there's going to be weeknights that we really watch our carbs. And then there's another night that we'll not watch our carbs and we'll eat what we pretty much want: potatoes, bread, rice, something like that. We don't overdo it, but there's a lot of low-carb recipes out there that we really like and enjoy, and this is one of them. And this is a Tex-Mex. It's just it uses cauli rice, so you got your rice cauliflower, all seasoned up with peppers and just all the kind of Tex-Mex really good stuff with a lot of cheese on it. So I'm going to be doing this collaboration, and y'all that are wanting the low-carb recipes, y'all are going to enjoy this. There are 10, 11, 12 different channels in this collaboration. I can't remember now. There's 10 to 12. I'm saying 12 maybe because maybe that's counting me and Greg. I can't remember. I can't remember nothing anymore. But anyways, there's a bunch of channels that are coming in on this collaboration. And all their channels are down in my description box below my video, where all of my information and recipes are. So you need to go check them channels out, because these channels, they have some of the best recipes. They're good cooks. They're wonderful people, and I want you to go check them out. But anyways, we're going to get started with ours. And as we go into this recipe, you're going to see, of course, how easy peasy it is. But everything comes together really fast. I'm coming in on a weeknight. Danny's not even home from work yet. So I want to get his supper ready. And so I'm going to throw this together and get it in the oven, make him a big old glass of sweet tea, and I think he's going to enjoy it. So let's get started on our low-carb Tex-Mex cauli rice casserole. I know it's got a certain name, I just can't remember it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I just can't remember nothing anymore. Y'all are going to have to start helping me. Let's get started on this recipe. I'm going to turn my back burner on back here to about, I don't know, medium low or so. I'm going to put me, well, I guess a couple tablespoons, maybe, if I can get that much out of here. I didn't realize my bottle was empty almost. Some olive oil. Let that heat up just a little bit. Now what I've got here is you're going to need about 1 medium bell pepper chopped up. I got these out of the freezer. I chopped them up a while back, and I always put them in a big bag and just keep them in the freezer. But these are all different colors. These are yellow, orange, and and green and red. So I'm going to go ahead and use them. And I've also got about a half of an onion cut up. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead, put my bell peppers and my onions. Stir that up just a little bit. Now, in my area, you can't find bagged rice cauliflower. The only place you can find it is in the freezer section. Now, I could come home and, you know, make my own rice cauliflower, but I just don't have that kind of time. So, I buy the frozen, and I usually when I go to Sam's Club, I get me a big bag of it, and so it lasts me a while. So, I got my bell peppers and my onions in there, and I've got 16 ounces of rice cauliflower. And I'm going to put all of that, and I'm going to saute all of that together. I'm going to turn this up to a medium high. Really get this going. Now, I love rice cauliflower. It is not something that I have to make myself eat, because I can use it as replacement of rice in so many recipes, and it's just always turned out good. So I'm going to cook all this. Let the bell peppers and the onions kind of start softening up. And I think I'm going to grab me some salt and some pepper. Now I'm going to be using a pound of seasoned ground beef in this, but you can use ground turkey seasoned up with your favorite taco seasoning, or if you make your own taco seasoning, and I do have a video making homemade taco seasoning. Or you can even, a lot of people will buy several rotisserie chickens and keep them in the refrigerator or the freezer to have on hand to come in from a long day and have that convenience. What I do sometimes on a weekend, if I'm needing to cook up some chicken breasts, like I'll poach them or bake them in the oven or put them in the crock pot or something. I really don't like the texture of chicken in a slow cooker. So I usually will just poach the breast or put them in the oven. And I'll do a whole bunch of them, and I'll chop them up and put a lot of them in the freezer. That way I've got them later. But what I'm going to be using today is I'm going to be using seasoned ground beef. And I've got it cooked and I've got it seasoned up already. So you can use ground beef, you can use ground turkey, you can use chicken, chopped up chicken, and a pound of meat's what I've got. I'm going to let this saute a little bit. Okay, it looks like my bell peppers and everything are cooking really good. They're softening up. Pretty colors. And I'm going to cook all this, and then I'm going to mix it all up in the same pan. And once I get the cheese on and everything, I'm going to stick this pan in the oven. This is my 12-inch cast iron skillet. But if you need to, you can use any kind of baking dish you got. But I'm just going to do all mine right here. So I've got all that pretty much sauteed pretty good. I'm going to put a teaspoon of minced garlic in there. You know, I absolutely love so many different casseroles, and I really don't know why I don't cook them more. I guess because Mr. Brown is such a meat and potatoes man that I try not to push too many casseroles. Now, he does love some casseroles, but I just don't do it a whole lot anymore. Now, when the kids were all home, I did make a lot of casseroles because it would stretch your stretch your supper a long ways. Throwing stuff together and spreading cheese all over the top of it and sticking it in that oven. It'd feed a lot of people. Okay, now I want to put a can of Rotella. Now, you know, there's something I noticed about Rotella. It don't have enough green chilies in there for me. So I'm going to put 4 ounces of green chilies. Now, if you like your Rotella just like it is, you can leave out that 4-ounce can of chilies, but I don't think it's going to be as good. Man, it's smelling good. I'm going to put a cup of beef broth in here. Now, if you were using chicken in this, I would use chicken broth, chicken stock, whatever you've got. Just 1 cup. I'll turn my heat down just a little bit for a minute. I'm going to stir this up good. And I can tell you, by the time I get my meat in here, it's going to be pretty full. But I ain't even got all the seasonings in here, and it's already smelling wonderful. So, we got our broth in there. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of cumin. You just can't hardly have Tex-Mex or anything like that unless you've got a little bit of cumin in there. And if you don't like cumin that much, don't put a whole 2 tablespoons. But I can tell you, it's going in there plus a little bit more. 2 tablespoons of cumin. Then I'm going to put about 3/4 of a tablespoon of chili powder. I've already salted and peppered my cauli rice, so I'm not sure that I want to put more in there. Now I need, even though I've got minced garlic in there, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of teaspoons of garlic powder, and I've got roasted garlic powder. I just want to cook this for about 10 minutes. Just kind of let it all come together and cook down before we add our meat. Smelling good. You know, casseroles is a good thing. It's always what a lot of people go to. So it's their go-to dish to take to a potluck family get-together. If somebody is taking food to a family because they've had a family member either sick or have passed away, it's just one of them good things. So many casseroles are like comfort food to people. So I don't know why we don't really make more than we do. Except when you have a husband that's a meat and tater man. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Let it cook for another 6 or 7 minutes. And then we're going to put our ground beef in there. Let's get this ready to get in the oven. I'll let it cook down for close to 10 minutes. Now I'm going to put my seasoned ground beef in here. Or if you're using diced chicken or ground turkey or whatever you're using. This makes quite a bit too. So, I know what me and Mr. Brown be taking for our lunches tomorrow. This is more than we can eat. But that's why I like leftovers. So that we always have either leftovers for supper the next night or for our lunch at work the next day. Because either way, you're saving money and saving time. I just want to get the meat mixed up in there really good. Y'all see this spoon, and I know y'all seen me use this before. This is my mother-in-law's spoon. I've had this spoon going on probably 20 years. It ended up in my house, and I never took it back to my mother-in-law, bless her heart. But there's really no telling how old this brown plastic spoon is. And there's nothing cracked on it, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I absolutely love this spoon. And I use it all the time for everything. So my mother-in-law's probably never going to get this spoon back. She probably don't care. Okay, I'm just going to kind of spread this out a little bit. Now I've got my stove off. The burner's off. Now we're just going to cover all this with cheese. And I'm cheating and using cheese that I bought already shredded up. And I've got my oven on 350. I'm going to stick this in the oven for just about 10 minutes, just long enough for this cheese just to really get really melted and ooey gooey. Now at this point you could put you some, I don't have any, but you put you some black olives, something like that on top, and that would be good. So I'm going to get this in the oven and we'll be back. Whoa, 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 here we are out of the oven. Look at that cheesy, gooey goodness. Yumminess. Okay, I think it's time. It's really going to be hot, but we're going to go ahead and dish this up some. Put a little bit of sour cream on it. If I got some guacamole, I may put some guacamole on it. We'll see. Okay, can you see this yumminess? Look at all that cheese. And you can see that cauli rice, the bell peppers, the hamburger meat, the sour cream, guacamole. Looks good, don't it? You know what, you could even, if you weren't making this all the way low carb, you could add some maybe different vegetables to it. But to keep it low carb, you got to watch what vegetables you put in there with it. You don't want to put corn or nothing like that, unless you're not watching your carbs. But this is going to be hot, but it's going to be good. It's hot, but it's really good. Real good. It's got a really good taste to it. Add you some jalapenos or something like that to it, if you like it really spicy. But it's got plenty of seasoning in it. It's really good. Be really good with that chicken too. Now I'm on retail. It says it's supposed to, this makes 8 servings. And it says 1 serving. Let's see. I want to get this right. So this is supposed to make 8 servings, and 1 serving is supposed to have 6 grams of carbs. And there's 5 grams of fiber and 1 gram of sugar. So there you go. So I'll put that down with the recipe down in the description box too. It's really good. I want to thank you guys for being here in my kitchen with me again. I want to show y'all something Mr. Brown's been working on behind me. He's made me another pantry, and I'll show y'all when everything's done on it, the whole thing. But y'all won't believe what he took an old piece of furniture that I had here in the kitchen already. And if y'all remember, if y'all go back to my other videos and look at the far wall, it was the white, what it was an old entertainment center that we painted white, put shelves in it, and I used it to put my microwave and a lot of stuff on. And it held a lot of stuff. Now, I used to have doors on it, and we took the doors off. Well, we were discussing for a while that I need more pantry space again. And I'm getting to where I just don't like everything just out in the open. You know, I want some things to be closed off where you just can't see everything, especially if it's a mess in there. And I want to be able to hide my microwave. I just don't want it showing because it kind of takes away from the feel of, you know, all the other antiques and old-fashioned stuff that's in my kitchen. So he took that and he's made me another pantry. And I'm going to let him discuss that with you, maybe on a different video. And if you can see right here, that's an old screen that come off. They said it was like a 100-year-old house. It's not a door screen, it was a window screen. But it was long. It's a long window screen. And it's got the same original screen in it. And you can, I mean, you can tell because some of it's rusted up. And even at the bottom, there's just a little bitty hole. But it just looks so shabby chic, and I just love that. But anyways, we'll show you the whole thing once everything's just really done. And I'll let Mr. Brown show it to you. But anyways, thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all make this casserole, this low-carb casserole. Even if you're not doing low-carb, I think you're really going to enjoy it. I've done a lot of different dishes with cauli rice and stuff, and we just really enjoy it. I want y'all to make sure that y'all go down to my description box below my video. It's always below all my videos. That's where all of my information, that's where my email's at, and all my different, my recipes and all that stuff is always down in that description box. But extra on this video is going to be the names of all the different channels. It's going to be bringing you a different casserole with every channel. And y'all don't want to miss that, because these are some of the best cooks. So you're going to get some really good ideas and some good casseroles. So please go and watch them. I want to thank Greg and Jenny for asking me to be a part of this. I always love doing the marching in with casseroles in the month of March. It's always fun. But anyways, thank y'all. I want to tell y'all before I leave, I always tell y'all how much we love y'all, of course, and we pray for y'all every day, and how we're praying for the world over. And but please, please take heed and stock your pantries up. I know that this is just, we've just talked about this and talked about it. All channels just talk about it, but it's very important. You know, ever since I started this channel, and I've not been here very long, that's one of the things that I always tell you. You need to keep a stock pantry at all times, not just when things start getting bad or you know, just different situations. Always have that pantry stocked up. And I mean, even if you just do it a little bit at a time, but it's very important at this time. Make sure you got that pantry stocked. We love y'all. We pray for y'all safety, for good health, and for everything to turn around. And we just pray for love and peace, and for everybody to get along. So with that being said, y'all come back and see us in a couple of days. Don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're always doing something. So God bless everybody. Please try this casserole. You're really going to like it. Even if you're not on a low-carb diet, you're going to like it. So y'all come back and see us.